Shalom, shalom. Welcome to the Forefront Radio. Welcome to the Forefront Radio. I'm your host, Afro-Levi Israel. Hope everybody's doing all right. Today, we're going to talk about the dual deception of Tariq Nasheed's Foundational Black Americans, FBA ideology, and the legal power he wields with the FBA trademark. Both threaten unity within our Afro-Hebraic Diaspora. Now, the first question we must ask is, what is a trademark and why it matters? A trademark is a legally registered symbol, phrase, or mark that identifies the source of goods and services. What? Goods and services. Its owner can prevent others from using it in commerce without permission. Think Pepsi, Coca-Cola. Your name has now been branded legally. In this case, Foundational Black Americans is officially trademarked by Tariq Nasheed for purposes such as advertising, video streaming, and other marketing. It was filed March the 13th, 2022, and has been active since March the 17th, 2022, according to Justia Trademarks. What is the implication? Anyone using the term FBA for merchandise, for publications, events, or media could face legal action from Tariq Nasheed. Do y'all understand that? Let's explain how branding FBA hurts our people if you don't get it. This means exclusion through legal control by trademarking our lineage, not just ideology, folks. Nasheed places our shared identity under private ownership. Marginalization of diaspora Africans or Caribbean islanders. This FBA ideology draws a rigid boundary. Only descendants of enslaved United States blacks qualify. This separates Afro-Caribbeans, Afro-Latinos, African immigrants, and Afro-Indigenous people as outsiders, a dynamic eerily akin to xenophobic and anti-immigrant thinking. This is according to blackagendareport.com. Think about this, y'all. This is an individual that's literally separating himself from the Caribbean islands, the whole entire Latin America, migrants coming from Africa, Afro-Indigenous populations that lived in America before America was damn 13 colonies to begin with. The commercialization of identity is very important because FBA isn't merely just identity. It's a brand experience, like caps, like flags, like books, like media, like soda pop, y'all. This mirrors capitalist exploitive dynamics, turning our ancestral lineage into a product, y'all. Turning our ancestral lineage into a profit. You understand? Next point. Here are some insights from Black Agenda Report. Mark P. Francher's article called "The Folly of So-Called Foundational Black Americans" delivers a critical perspective. Point number one. The FBA's ideology parallels Eurocentric ethno-nationalist models, striving to hoard privilege within one lineage and exclude others, a limited regressive narrative that shatters Afro-Hebraic solidarity across the planet. So let's say you have an African American that was born as a Pequot Indian tribe and was taken to the Bermuda Islands during the colonial times of South Carolina. Then this person is now classified as a person from Bermuda instead of the United States, so they have no rights that so-called United States citizens or Aboriginal Indians have in the physical United States. That's illogical, y'all. The concept that only U.S.-based descendants of slavery deserve reparations or restitution or heritage recognition erases contributions of diaspora leaders like Marcus Garvey. He had a whole entire movement where many people in the diaspora chose to follow some of his tenets. You have Harry Belafonte, you have Shirley Chisholm, and others. Point number 3. FBA's exclusionary stance sabotages many liberation movements that existed before, preventing anti-imperialist, international unity that has historically driven Black emancipation and justice. Now let's talk about the legal power plus the divisive ideology, which is a dual threat for us. By combining ideological exclusivity with trademark ownership, FBA creates 2 layers of harm. A, it's an ideological barrier. Those outside the label, like Afro-Diasporans, recent African or Caribbean immigrants, are now marginalized, despite shared struggles against slavery, colonization, and shared struggles to acquire back our heritage. B, legal enforcement. When sympathetic individuals or movements cannot invoke the label for unity, academic work, conferences, or art without permission or risk of being sued. So if you use the FBA to promote anything outside of what Tariq Nasheed's agenda is, you can run the risk of allegedly being sued by this man. This weaponizes identity as both a social barrier and a legal barricade. Folks, this is a call to action. This is a call to wake up. This is a call for our people to understand the truth behind these grifters. Y'all understand? We must reject this brand division ideology. Brand-based division. Our identity is not a commodity to be trademarked. We are the 12 tribes of Israel, whether Hebrew, whether scattered into Ethiopia, whether scattered into the Caribbean islands, whether we call ourselves Afro-Latino or Native Indigenous, our descendants are the scattered 12 tribes according to James chapter 1, verse 1. Not confined by borders, not confined by ideologies, not confined by patents. I am not a trademark. I'm a human being, damn it. Let us reclaim our narrative from corporate ownership. Let us reunite with our ancestors. Let us stand for our diaspora in unity. Let us stand for our people internationally with solidarity and spiritual integrity and justice for all of our people scattered worldwide, not just for one man's profit margin. We're going to end with this quote. As Francher warns, FBA is, quote, little different from European groups in this country that conceptualize white privilege and try to reserve it for exclusive groups, end of quote. That is the folly we must reject. Thank you for listening to the Forefront Radio. I'm your host, Forefront Radio, and may the Most High bless you and keep you and cause his face to shine upon you all. With that, we say shalom.